Welcome to this blockchain innovation conference, growing pains. And we couldn't start better because we have a lot of growing pains inside the blockchain and inside the whole world of the cryptocurrency. Yesterday the Ether went down 10%, and but since a couple of months, since 3 months, it went up 30 times since the last conference. Anybody who bought Bitcoins after the last conference? Hands up. Very good. You bought it for 250 and now it's 2,500. 10x, not bad. Anybody? I mean, last year the focus on the conference was on the Ether, on the Ethereum. Who bought Ethers after this beautiful things? Wow, you guys made your money 30 times. You are amazing investors, really. We talked if it is a tube mania. But tubes, you can only do tubes, and with the Bitcoin, with the blockchain and the Ethers, you can really do interesting things. Did anybody look at the ICO? Who knows what ICOs are? Who says what? ICOs, yeah, but the people who were in the blockchain for dummies, of course, know it. But okay, well, first I want to ask you. Oh, where's the screen? Yeah. First, I want to ask you to log into our audience participation tool, because you can do anything you want. You can ask at any moment of the time. You can ask questions to the speaker, and at the end of we're taking all your questions. Well, we're not going to do all your questions because we have a crazy schedule, 50 people, 50 speakers today. But please go to your mobile phone and type in join.skiffer.com, SQIFFER.com, and then you type in the code. BIC, Bitcoin Innovation Conference 17. And I'm first going to ask you some questions to test your real knowledge, because you guys are thinking you're all extremely knowledgeable, and that's totally true. But we're going to ask you some things about it. So yesterday, this has been a crazy last half year. Every day there are new coins coming to the market, and new coins to support a particular business. And yesterday it was Status, and Status is a new application to generate contracts, to generate smart contracts in an easy way. Does anybody know how much money was raised? 250 million. That's not part of the. And how long did it take them to do it? Yeah, a little bit more than 4 hours. And also because the system crashed completely. Ethereum completely crashed because there were so many people trying to pay to get money. There was the BAT, and that was an initial coin offering to make advertising more useful. We get paid to look at advertising. And they raised $35 million in how long? 25 seconds. 24, I thought, but 25 is good enough. So in 25 seconds. So the whole world of venture capital. Last year we were here, we just talked about the Ether, and we talked about a crisis in the Ether. And nowadays, all kinds of smart contracts are being generated. And one of the most popular smart contracts is make my own coin. In one day, you can make your own coin, generate 100 billion of them, and sell them to the world. And if people think you're believable, you can get money. And it's completely insane. We're going to talk about that. But that didn't exist a year ago. Well, the people really who knew it existed, but it was completely unknown to us. And the interesting thing is that this quarter, more money will be invested in startups through initial coin offering, making your own coin and sell them, than the venture capital world. So it's not money, it's now investment. You don't buy shares, you buy into a coin of a project. Oh, by the way, the guy who basically wants to revamp this advertising stuff is, made Firefox and made JavaScript, and he's a believable guy. He has an interesting idea. Okay, we're giving him $35 million, and we'll see where it goes. So it will go. We have growing pains. And we're beyond money, but money is the killer app for the blockchain applications. But you are thinking about, how will this involve government? How will this involve companies? How will this involve me? And we're going to talk about it. Okay, we have 223 people. First, let's take a little test and see how much you know. First question, please. What is a blockchain? Please make a choice. It's just to get you warmed up. And we draaien in front, we're basically going to see your results. Because if you think that you're anonymous, You're not anonymous on the blockchain, and you're not anonymous here. Second question. What is the number of transactions in a Bitcoin block? Everybody has been here in the Bitcoin for Dummies session. You know, shouldn't have any problem getting that question. Third question. A new Bitcoin block is mined every how many minutes? This is about the Bitcoin blockchain. We're looking at you, Dave. Okay. Fourth question. What technology are we not using? If people have problems joining, is it okay? Does everything work? What technology is not used? Fifth question. Sixth question. How much is the Bitcoin mining reward? Yes. And I think that was the last question, or we have one more? Ah, yeah. The total number of Bitcoins ever to be produced. In 100 years, how many Bitcoins will we have? And remember, the European Bank prints 60 billion euros every month. It's wonderful. They just print money. It's wonderful, out of nothing. I mean, money is nothing but a digital thing. Actually, we got a fantastic historical tour through the historical circuit with the international speakers. And Simon told us when in the 17th century, when Holland was the biggest, what was the trading coin? The florin or the guilder? What was it, Simon? Huh? No, but you said that everything was tabulated in florins or guilders. Guilders. And they used, in the 17th century, the Wisselbank used the guilder, and it did not exist in material form. It was just a paper form. In the 17th century, they didn't have money, with coins and notes. It was just something they tabulated. Okay, who won? Waiting for the scores. Number one is Derek. My gosh, congratulations. Who's Derek? Where is Derek? Oh, there he is in the back. Fantastic. Can we have the right answers? What's the blockchain? Yeah. Okay, very good. 94% had the right answer. Okay, second one. Number of transactions. Very good, 2,000. Third questions. Well, we have a very good audience here. Yep. Well, especially because the guys were in blockchain for dummies. And fourth, proof of stake is not used yet in Bitcoin and not just in Ethereum. Yeah, and the last question, 77. Okay, and how many Bitcoins are going to be mined ever? Okay, 75. Okay, good. Right. Okay, I did a terrible thing. I'm too late. I did too many introductions. But we're going to have a fantastic program. We're going to talk about it from the high. We're going to talk about it from 2,000 miles. We're going to have see what companies do inside the IT department with the blockchain solutions, because everybody's experimenting with it. We're going to see what real clients do at the moment. We're going to have an unbelievable amount of examples. We're going to see what happens in China, in France. In Canada, we're going to see what happens in the venture capital world, and in the tracks, you have a lot of people giving examples in the business, or looking behind the technology, or specifically focusing on the government issues. We have there's about 25 different proof of concepts now happening in the Dutch government, and that session is the only one which is going to be Dutch. Everything is, if you want to tell your friends that you're hearing that the talk is interesting, on bitcoininnovationconference.com/live, we stream this whole live. All the other ones are being recorded and will be available on the internet. So that is basically what I wanted to say. The phones should be on silent, but please use them at every moment. You can ask questions to the speaker, and they will be answered after the session. You can smoke, but you have to go to the parking garage. Yes. Wi-Fi is guest, and there's no password. And the code for this, it's squiffer.com. We talked about that. And also, if you want some money yourself, if you want to have some Bitcoin or some Ether, we're here to give it to you. Okay? Everybody who's part of the organization, we have a wallet, and we basically want to give you some money if you're interested. Download the app Jaxx. Jaxx. If you download that app and you come to me, I will give you some Ether, I will give you some Bitcoin. So, and all the other people who are basically helping to organize the conference are doing the same way. And then the only thing you have to do in return is at least send some Bitcoin and Ether to somebody else. Okay? Get one of the people infected. So we're going to give you money, but you have to spread the good news. And then to get you excited to see how fast this will happen. Okay. First speaker. And I want to introduce Dennis de Vries. And Dennis, we follow Dennis everywhere he goes. We had the first conference, the first Dutch blockchain was a different one, but the first conference, when I met him, he was at ABN AMRO, he went to ING, then the second one we organized at ANG, then he went to KPMG, now the third one, we are here at KPMG, and he's our host again. And he's been a tireless ambassador for blockchain. He's basically first convinced a lot of the accountants. I mean, the biggest amount of money comes out of the accountants still. And of course, blockchain is going to make their job interesting. You know, it's interesting. So I think it's wonderful that he's been able to evangelize that. And now he's an ambassador of blockchain. And he's going to share how a year in the life of a blockchain evangelist inside the accounting and inside KPMG is. Give him a big hand. Our longest supporter, Dennis de Vries.